to the lovers of occult. I'm Theiam. Offerings are always obligatory in the occult. Blood sacrifices are one of the most important offerings, but I recommend boiling blood only when making covenants with deities who are like your family. You can make big gains with the small sacrifices. This ritual is not difficult, but you have to do its details carefully. What you need is a metal bowl, which can be made of copper or other metals, a barbecue that you can make in nature even with stones, 3 yellow or golden candles, a small glass, and 2 animals for sacrifice. You can use 2 chickens or roosters. It is very important to make the sacrifice with your own hands, and the bigger and more expensive the sacrifice, the better you have made an offering to Mammon. For example, you can use 2 sheep or goats instead of chicken. Each sacrifice you choose must be double. The covenant along with the sigils are prepared at home. Take a white unlined paper and draw 2 sigils on it, the sigil of Master Theiam and the sigil of Mammon. And around these 2 sigils, write all your requests in a circle. I emphasize to you, be sure to write 4 requests. If you wish to live in a place, write the name of that country or place. If you wish for housing, request the house of your dreams. If you wish to have a certain car, write with the model and details. And if you wish for a certain job with right details, write down all your wishes and do not fail to write them down. Start writing wishes with this sentence. With the permission of my Master Theiam, I ask Mammon. And after you have written all the wishes, tear the paper all around and completely cover the back and the top of the paper with white glue and waterproof the whole paper carefully. Fold the paper and make it smaller and waterproof it again with glue all around to make sure that no liquid penetrates it. Now place the paper at the bottom of the candles and tie the candles around it with thread. This part of the ritual is done at home, and the time of doing it is not important. After watching this episode, you can do at home. Take the metal bowl, melt some of the candles and secure the candles in the bowl. Now you are ready to perform the ritual. 2 sacrifices are sufficient for each family, a husband and wife and their children. Choose a place in nature on the desired date. Take the required sacrifices and tools to that place and start the ritual carefully. This is not a public ritual, and I have allowed students who have received authority from me to practice it, but I present it to you as a precious gift. This ritual also needs protection. For protection, you must draw the sigil of Master Theiam on your left hand, and you will be protected by the Master throughout the ritual. First, after preparing the sacrifices, you need to find the location. You cannot do this ritual in the yard of the house, and you have to set up the altar in the nature and do the ritual. In this magical journey, move to the right place, and the right location will inspire you. Before starting the journey by car, draw the Master's sigil on the left hand to start this magical journey. Along the way, your third eye will be connected to the Master's third eye, and when you find the location of the altar, start the fire. You need to make a fire to heat the metal bowl. After lighting the fire, the ritual begins and the blood must boil. Put the metal bowl on fire. You must have a sharp knife. Before offering the first sacrifice, say this sentence.
تقدیم به استادم تیا روشنای راه من از در این اقیانوس بی پایان.
Then make a sacrifice, and with your small glass, take some of the blood from the victim's throat and pour it into the bowl that you put on the fire. After that, and before the second sacrifice, say this sentence.
تقدیم به پدرم مامون به هرچه دارم از اوست هرچه خواهم از اوست.
Fill the glass again with the blood from the victim's throat and pour it into the bowl. Wait a little until the blood boils. Dip the index finger of your left hand in boiling blood and apply it to your third eye. Dip the index finger of your right hand in boiling blood and then put it in your mouth. After that, remove the bowl from the fire and light the candles and wait for the candle and the blood to mix together. Leave the bodies of the victims in nature. Dig a hole the size of the bowl. Put the heads of the two victims in the bowl. Finally, bury the bowl in the pit and cover it with enough soil. The ritual is complete and you can return home. This ritual is very powerful and has been done since the time of the Vikings. Offering to a superior deity and making an annual covenant with him. At the end, those who perform this ritual can use the frequency of 528 Hz, which is at the end of this episode. Whenever you want to communicate directly with the god of money and wealth, listen to this frequency and whisper this sentence.
پدرم مامون، پدرم مامون.